All right, so last time I was alluding to what I call the church mask. And in my experiences in life, if you will, I wore a lot of masks. Growing up in the church, I knew the culture. I knew what people expected. And so I was able to recite that to them and give them the proper theology or the proper response to any given scenario that they threw at me. And it was all an attempt to, to maintain the status quo of where my life was at. I really didn't want to change much. And so being that I wanted to stay where I was at because I was comfortable there, because I knew what things were going to look like, I knew what life was going to be like. And even as my life started to change and things started to take shape, it was like I was never running to God. I was always running away from Him. So I would go to the streets, and in the streets I would put on a street mask or a criminal self, and I would present that hardened person because I couldn't be taken as weak out there, and I'm a small guy in stature, so I never wanted to really have anyone come out and test me, so I never really gave them a reason to or avenue in, because I didn't want them to get that edge. So I'm always constantly trying to maintain that position. And like around my family now, I have to take that hard self off. I have to be interactive again, and so I would learn to maneuver wherever I was at to put the right mask on. And so in doing that, I'm building up these different personalities, if you will. Not like a multiple personality, but a multiple life. And wherever I was at, I had to maintain who I was there to those people so that I could maintain what it was that I liked from that place. And so the purpose of these masks are to maintain and stay stagnant in where I'm at. Now the challenge is to remove the mask and say, this is really who I am, and grow. This is really who I am, and are you going to accept me? But beyond that, can I accept myself? Can I look in the mirror and say, I like who I am? When I'm selling drugs, I was really selfish, and I had to really tune out everything I was doing in order to keep on doing that. Because if I thought about the impact I was having on the lives of those kids, of the parents who were abusing drugs, and the money that would be taken out of their home and put into my pocket, or how the drug impacted that individual, and how the mother who loved and prayed for them is sitting there crying out and pleading with God, and here I am going against His will for our lives. I didn't want to look at that. So I tuned it out. And I maintained hiding behind these things because I didn't actually want to face myself. But when we come before Christ, there's a surrender of repentance that takes place. And He's telling us, hey, lay it all down and come before me. And that's a scary thing until you get there and you find out about this love and this grace that He has for you. That changes people. Never did laws or rules govern and change me. It's not the reason why my life turned around. It's because of love. It was because of grace. And that's what we're really trying to promote here in the young adults. This is my two mites. Stay tuned, man. We got a lot more to do.